Homo habilis. This is one of the earliest members of the human genus ever discovered, living between 2.4 and 1.4 million years ago in eastern and southern Africa. Its name translates roughly to handyman, a title given because of the stone tools found alongside its fossils, making it the first known species in human history to deliberately create and use tools. Its brain was noticeably larger than the earlier ape-like species that came before it, though its body still retained many primitive features, including long arms suited for climbing. Homo habilis walked upright, but was shorter than modern humans, standing around 1.3 meters tall. The discovery of its fossils by Louis and Mary Leakey in Tanzania during the 1960s fundamentally changed how scientists understood the early stages of human evolution. Homo erectus. This species represents one of the most successful human ancestors ever to have lived, surviving for nearly 2 million years, far longer than our own species has existed so far. It first appeared in Africa around 1.9 million years ago, and became the first known human species to leave the continent entirely, spreading across Asia and reaching as far as modern-day Indonesia and China. Homo erectus was taller and more physically similar to modern humans than anything that came before it, with a flatter face and a significantly larger brain. It controlled fire, made more sophisticated tools, and likely lived in organized social groups. Its fossils have been found across an enormous geographic range, from the shores of ancient lakes in Kenya to the cave systems of Zhoukoudian in China. Denisovans. This ancient human group was not discovered through fossilized bones in the traditional sense, but through DNA extracted from a single finger bone fragment found in Denisova Cave in Siberia in 2010. The genetic material was so well preserved that scientists were able to sequence a full genome, revealing an entirely unknown branch of the human family tree. Denisovans were closely related to Neanderthals, but genetically distinct, and they ranged across a vast territory from Siberia to Southeast Asia. Their physical appearance remains largely unknown because so few hard fossils have been found. Despite this, their genetic legacy is very much alive. Indigenous populations in Papua New Guinea and Aboriginal Australians carry up to 5% Denisovan DNA, a higher percentage than any other modern population on Earth. Homo sapiens. This is our own species, first appearing in Africa around 300,000 years ago, based on the oldest known fossils found in Morocco. What separated Homo sapiens from every species that came before was not just brain size, but the capacity for complex, abstract thinking, language, art, and long-range planning. Early Homo sapiens created cave paintings, carved figurines, and developed trade networks spanning hundreds of kilometers. The species began migrating out of Africa around 70,000 years ago, gradually spreading to every corner of the planet, and eventually reaching Australia, the Americas, and the most remote islands in the Pacific. No other species in Earth's history has so completely reshaped the planet's environments, ecosystems, and other species in such a short span of time. Homo Heidelbergensis. This species lived between roughly 700,000 and 200,000 years ago and occupied both Africa and Europe during a period of significant environmental change. It is considered by many researchers to be the common ancestor of both Neanderthals in Europe and modern humans in Africa, making it one of the most important branching points in human evolutionary history. Homo heidelbergensis was physically robust, with a large brow ridge, a broad face, and a brain size approaching that of modern humans. It was an effective hunter, with evidence suggesting it used wooden spears to bring down large animals, including horses and rhinoceroses. The species shows the earliest signs of cooperative hunting behavior on a scale not seen in earlier human relatives.